ask you a question really quick. Can you tell me about a time when Capcom made you happy? Can you remember a
Um,
time where Capcom made you happy? When Capcom made you feel free and that you had full control as a player? Can you
in a
think of a
specific
time like that?
game or
No, just in general. Were they able to provide
like as a
anything for you?
company? Like I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
as the
really looking
company
forward to
itself.
everything
Yeah,
they're doing.
yeah. Because I think at one point, my mom would walk into any video game store and she would go, ¿Cuáles son los juegos de Capcom? ¿Cuáles son los juegos nuevos de Capcom? Yo quiero eso mismo. Dame esos juegos ahí mismo. Esos son los nuevos. Yo voy a comprarlo. She would walk into. And for those that didn't understand, this woman didn't know any lick of fucking English, but she knew Capcom. All right, she knew Capcom. She would go into any video game store, Capcom, and they would the Asians, Capcom, and they would just point it at her, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." All right.
Was this
As
because
long
of
as
like at the time, like in the 80s, we had that crash and there were a lot of like slop games at the time, so you would get some shitty games sometimes and be dissatisfied?
That was my favorite company. My mom knew that I was playing Mega Man. Why? Because it was from Capcom. I was playing Street Fighter. Why? Because it was from Capcom. All my games were Capcom. All right. They're worth a lot of money too now, but that's besides the point. But yeah, my mom would walk into those Capcom. ¿Cuál son de Capcom? Capcom. That's what she would say,
So for
and they would look at
me,
her like,
the time when I was happiest with Capcom would probably be from like like, well, damn. Because without realizing it, I had been playing their games for a long time. Just never really put the two and two together. But like I was a big fan of like Square Enix, all the Final Fantasy shit back then when I was a kid.
when it was
And
SquareSoft, is what you mean. When it was SquareSoft.
and then it became Square
Let's be
Enix.
factual now. Fuck.
And Resident Evil 3 was the first Resident Evil game I played, and it's still to this day my favorite. And
Nemesis. Ooh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it's because of nostalgia glasses. I just really enjoy the way Nemesis interacts with you in that game, and he chases you around. I
I'm
never
trying to
really,
remember.
I never really got around to playing 2, but I did play 1, 4, and so on. And on the PS2s, then I got Devil May Cry, the first game. That was fun. Monster Hunter, obviously, that was really fun for me. I played that game a lot.
Wait, hold. Can I stop? Your first Capcom experience was with Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense then. Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of like your game choice and like why, okay, guns and everything else. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Oh.
Yeah, I was kind of into the grittier stuff when I was younger. I kind of geared towards like the M-rated stuff, like Mortal Kombat and stuff, and then like just other stuff kids like too, is like Zelda, Final Fantasy. I guess I was a bit of an edgelord, I guess. But
No, I don't.
yeah, like
I wouldn't say that. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But did it make you happy at least? Did you feel like you had control as a player?
Control, I wouldn't really say control as a player with Resident Evil 3. It's kind of a clunky game. Like even being young is kind of like, you die a lot, kind of hard to control.
I mean, I don't know. A good friend of ours would have would have a lot of fun, routing enemies all day, regardless of which Resident Evil it is.
I wouldn't say like as a child, like I had a lot of control over Capcom games because they were pretty clunky games, and it was like, you don't realize until you're like, I guess, more experienced with those games, but there's a lot of technicality in those games, in the clunkiness, and that was part of the fun, discovering that later on.
Yeah. Making use of that movement.
Yeah, so I enjoyed their games because they were like kind of difficult, kind of hard, kind of engaging, like that, like Devil May Cry, Monster Hunter, and yeah, it wasn't until later on, like the PS2 to like the 3, what would it be? to like the 3DS era is where I really had a lot of fun with those games, like Monster Hunter on the 3DS, Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 4G, Monster Hunter X, Monster Hunter XX, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like my hype for them or confidence in them kind of plateaued, and ever since it's just been kind of dwindling more and more. And now at this point, I'm like, these guys are like the McDonald's of Japan right now. Like, the shit they make is very lowbrow.
That's what I was trying to get at, in terms of, in the beginning, they were creating these high quality products. And
I wouldn't even say high quality. I would just say like, just engaging, fun, like not taking themselves too seriously.
I mean, some of those games, even being looked at with a microscope under today's gaming standards, they will be held in such high regard. A lot of those games. If an indie developer released any of those games now, they would make him the industry superstar. Is why I'm saying it.
Like a lot of these level of quality and care, probably.
Yeah, yes, they would. Because
it's not just the gameplay itself; it's everything. It's the art, it's the music, it's the ambiance.
Yes,
it's the discovering of the deeper mechanics of it. Like all that's part of it,
Everybody wanted to imitate the Capcom art style at one point in their careers. Everyone did. And that's all because of Bingus. Oh my God, what's the other guy's name? Akiman. And there's two more that I'm forgetting. Oh, I feel like a pleb not knowing those people, and I should know who they are.
But yeah, I think that's one of the things that has downgraded the most from Capcom games is the sound design, the music, and like the UI stuff. Just the feel of the game, like the presentation of these games has gone down the most, and then everything else is just kind of like samey compared to other games.
Yeah. Well, I think they lost that art direction because you look at the art they're producing now, it's very bland, especially like the heavy 3D stuff. Like I personally don't like it. It's like not as vivid as it once was before.
The UI from like Monster Hunter World, like all the sounds and stuff.
You
could put that over into like a science fiction game, and it wouldn't be out of place.
It would work fine. Yeah, I agree. It would work fine. I agree.
But yeah, we're gonna hop into this Capcom spotlight. We weren't planning on releasing another video this week, but here we go. 2 in a week. We've missed a few weeks probably, so it's fine.
All right, let's do the Capcom spotlight.
They're gonna be talking about a couple of their new DLCs and games here, so we're gonna try and just give our opinions as we go on. We're gonna pause a lot, so if you want to go ahead and watch this video, go find it somewhere. The link will be in the description, because we're gonna pause a lot and talk a lot.
Okay.
Showing off soon-to-release titles and games releasing later down the line. Now, for our first piece of exciting news.
Wait, you didn't even show off the Street Fighter news.
A fascinating Kunoichi dances onto the stage.
It's right here, dude. What do you mean?
All right, it's my time to shine.
Mai from
SNK's legendary Fatal Fury series character Mai Shiranui joins the roster as the second guest character for Street Fighter 6 on February 5th, PST.
What do you think?
Oh, she comes out tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't
People are
realize
waiting
that.
for it right now, yeah. They're going nuts. They're covered in slime, throwing tantrums in their little bedrooms.
No, but isn't today server maintenance then? Isn't today going to be a server maintenance?
I think it already went down.
Oh, it went down earlier today? Oh,
she might be out as we're speaking right now. I mean, as people are watching this video, she's already out.
She's probably already out, yeah.
But how do you think she looks? She looks good? She looks bad?
Nigga, it's Street Fighter 6. Who cares? Let's move on. Tired. Like, who cares?
Combo.
I mean, can you pause it really quick? There is a far more interesting discussion right now that's happening on X in terms of like the behind-the-scenes production of a certain tournament and whether or not there is a funneling of the funds. And I think eventually we will touch upon that topic. Maybe we'll have a guest with us to talk about it. But with Street Fighter 6 right now, I mean, like, how much more excitement are they really bringing to this game? You know, like, all right, we have Elena. Okay, wow, you didn't show anything. Like, the excitement
Elena.
is on mine.
Look,
Yeah, like,
as an Elena player, can we please not put her in the game?
and can I also say this?
Character who be
No, can
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to mute it. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. What I was gonna say is that who's really benefiting right now off of this presentation? Is it Capcom or is it SNK? I need to remind people that right now, Mark of the Wolves or City of the Wolves is looming in the horizon. The game is coming very, very soon. Look at all the promotion right now that they're doing for that game. Whether it's that boxing tournament, you know, some of the other prize incentives that they've come up with, and now they have one of the characters that's in City of the Wolves being showcased in Street Fighter 6. Who really benefits off this collaboration right here? It's
Well,
not Capcom.
I don't think it's a fixed
Not
pot.
Capcom.
I don't think it's a fixed pot. If SNK gets bigger, it's good for Capcom. If Capcom gets bigger, it's good for SNK. I don't think it's like one is benefiting more than the other. I think they can share this spotlight together. I don't think they're taking away money from each other. The only time that would really happen if they released their games on the same week or some shit, and they don't really do that. So I think they'll be fine.
Well, we'll see then. You know, I'm just pointing things out. That's all. Pointing things out.
Stop noticing.
All right.
They got the jiggle
with
figures.
moves like Kachosen, Yu Ember, and Hisatsu Shinobibachi. Use the arts of Shinanui style ninjutsu to find
honestly,
new ways to
she'd probably
fight
be a
in
character
Street
more
Fighter 6.
up my lane because she kind of has similar
Man,
things.
you still wouldn't play her.
Simultaneously,
Yeah,
celebrate
I did
the
play her a
occasion
bit.
with the Say Hello to My Fighting Pass. Unlock
Jesus Christ, what are you... Oh my god, Capcom, you were doing so well and then you decided to show this. What is this? What is this
You can unlock
abomination?
the costume, man.
What did you say
costume.
earlier, chat? Subjective to what? Say it again.
Mods subject them to horrors beyond our comprehension.
Oh my
Fury
God.
series.
Ah! That is a cursed. That is a very cursed image right now.
It's not that bad. It could be worse, but it's not that bad.
New challenger.
The final character for year 2, Elena,
Oh my
will
God,
be
what a
next to
terrible
join the
choice.
fight.
These guys are idiots.
Her
Why would you add Elena to the game?
Yeah, and then the way they did the lineup, M. Bison, Terry, Elena, and Mai, why would they just skip it and release Mai first and then Elena? What was the point of that?
I think they revised what she's gonna do in the game. I think that's probably what happened. I think they were testing and they were like, this is just combo.
Too strong, right?
Too combo-y. Let's combo the combos down just a tad.
Wow.
I don't know.
martial
That's
arts
my
are
speculation,
sure
though.
to shake up the streets.
She won't do, and these characters won't do anything different from each other. All the same shit. Fucking hit medium
Yeah.
8 times, slime rush, medium more 8 times. Who cares?
Stay tuned
It's
for
like the
even
worst
more
game to care about
exciting details
characters.
about
Fucking
Street
play
Fighter
Ryu
6.
all of the day.
Nipponichi!
I should play Ryu, you're right.
Capcom Cup 11 will be the
Capcom
where the
Cup
title
11.
Capcom Cup
of
11.
best Street Fighter
Oh
6
my god, is
player
Uma coming
decided.
back? Potential? To win it all again?
Preliminary tournaments held
Oh my
across the
God.
globe in Capcom Pro Tour 2024 provided
No, he would have to accumulate enough points, and I don't think he has the points for it, so he's fine.
The sad thing about this is that it's not even the best players. It's the best from a region. So
Yeah, I know.
In
There
a
were
region,
people-
they could be very weak players, and the best of those
Yeah.
weak players will be invited.
48 fighters who fought their way to the
That's why what the Saudi Arabians did with the Gameless invitational tournament that they did up in Saudi Arabia,
Mm-hmm.
only the best were invited for that tournament. And mind you, it was very hype. Those guys went crazy. And the Saudi Arabian prince was there in the crowd clapping every time a combo was performed. I keep reminding people of that, all right? And there are people scared because there's a possibility that since they have a lot of funds, they can monopolize the tournaments, you know, and that's legitimate. They can just buy up all those small tournaments and just have a control of everything. So there is concern. I understand that. You know, but right now, like, yo, man, like, why would I go to an American tournament? That's just me. That's just me. I would rather play my ass off and get my brand name strong enough where I can reach out to them or they can reach out to me. Where I was like, yo, guys, you guys see my stuff. You see me playing. I'm performing good. Come on, I want to go out there or invite me, things like that. And maybe they would respond.
I don't know,
Or maybe
man.
I would.
I think you should grab your
I'm
tickets
just
now
saying.
because there are incredible deals available.
Grab your tickets now. Incredible deals available.
You might miss out on seeing a nobody win $1 million.
The Street Fighter World Championship 2024. Capcom Cup 11.
I can't wait to watch some guy get throw looped 8 times in a row for the grand champion $1 million.
You see, I would have more respect for Capcom if they would collaborate with Cooperation Cup and actually give those motherfuckers $1 million. All right, I would respect that way more.
Even a lot less than that.
Because that's the real game. That's the real man's game.
Heroic Proportions returns.
We've already seen this. I don't know. They're like showing it off for.
No. All it really is just that announcing that they're releasing the game for Xbox. Yeah, that's it. That's all it really is.
Packed with new features such as online play.
Are you not going to talk about the announcement of Capcom Fighting Collection?
Fighting Collection.
We went over this already.
Is now available on
yeah, but there's a Capcom Fighting Collection too.
And Steam.
This is it. We went over this already.
No, but they're showing Capcom Fighting Collection 2, I'm saying, the SNK one.
Showcase. See the official site.
Yeah, and they're showing Plasma Sword and all the other stuff. Yeah, that's all. That's the main one. Yeah.
The flames of the fight.
Yeah, we went over there. Yeah, both. But that's the real important one.
Isn't this out already?
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is
yes.
8 classic titles, including crossovers.
It's out. No, this one's coming out now, I think. This was just about to come out.
Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight 2000.
Some people say the better version.
Yeah, this is the better version. The 4-button version is the best version in my eyes.
I miss
Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001.
A lot more love and care was put into that version. They rushed a 2001 apparently.
They should have made it 2002.
Project Justice.
Oh shit. Well, apparently they were gonna do 2003, remember? And the game got canceled.
Should have. Maybe that wouldn't suck so bad.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Fight Millennium 2003.
Power Stone.
Alpha 3 Upper.
Yeah, Alpha 3 Upper is the big one because that's the one that got the patch update in Japan and has all the characters. Yeah, like Dio and everybody else from like
but
the
does
PlayStation
anyone
games.
play this version?
Capcom.
In Japan, yes, and there is a smaller community that was playing it online because I think it got released on PS3 or I think on Vita, and they were playing it. Yeah, there's like the OD hardcore one. Yeah, they were playing it.
Of Bill Stein.
It's on one of those, I believe, on PSP. They were playing it.
Plasma Sword.
Which is a very good game, and I wish people would know about it, but they don't.
Rollback netcode available for all titles. Over 600 pieces of artwork and over 400 songs to explore in the museum. Packed
It's all remixes and songs.
training mode, 1-button specials, and saving at any time.
1-button special.
Fine-tune your
GG, bros.
experience with Xset to change secret character options, game versions, and more. For Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001, Power Stone 2, and Project Justice, play with newly arranged soundtracks.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
One or two of those songs.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 releases May 16th, 2024.
Oh, May 16th. Not out yet.
For pre-order after this showcase. As a pre-order bonus, receive rearranged versions of Soy Sauce for Geese and Rival Schools Medley by Cap Jams, available
that's pretty cool.
for your listening pleasure. Additionally, a limited amount of physical copies will include the Capcom versus...
Why is that the better artwork than what they gave us?
See the official site for more details.
You see how retarded Capcom is? Why is the album artwork better than the official artwork for the game? What the fuck were they thinking?
It's to incentivize you, bro. Come on.
Fucking idiots, no.
But look what's on our screen, dude.
The Okami sequel.
You know, I got this game on Switch to play it for the first time, and I couldn't understand the controls. I'm such an old man.
Oh my god.
I was like, how does this work?
I
don't get
believe
it.
there was a story recently about Platinum Games, about some people that were recently released. Yeah, Hideki Kamiya releases a video. 5 more leads have quit Platinum's, including Bayonetta's 3 director.
Oh no, not Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, a lot of them are leaving. They don't want to be with Capcom because I think Platinum Games is collaborating with Capcom again. And like, well, anyways, let's talk about this Okami sequel. Let's watch this.
Have you
really
played
quick.
the
What's going
original?
on here? Never in my life.
Oh,
Not
man.
once.
Project was
Never.
announced
The
last
original
year.
PS2 one, I never got to play it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never got it.
I might have to load it up again and try to figure it out and not be a boomer.
If I could get a brand new copy, I'll do it.
Oh, damn, they got a trailer for this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Do I have this in full quality? What's going on here?
Oh, now it needs to be in full quality for Okami?
Now it's in 2K for my 1K monitor. Okami Bros. It's time to plat. Okami sequel. That's what they should call it. It's a cute trailer.
Hideki Kamiya.
It seems like they got whoever did the Rise
Within the
Masana Rise
classic
music
Japanese-styled world of Okami, a new adventure
Hear
of
the instruments
amateurs
and,
is being drawn to
composition.
life.
It's very similar.
We hope you look forward to future details.
Maybe that's my schizo talk though. Who knows?
No, you're fine. You ain't doing anything
No,
wrong.
yeah, it does
I like
sound
the
like it. I like it.
Japanese-inspired
It sounds like
world
it.
is Kunitsugami, Path of
I was gonna say I
which
like
is
the
available
lore
now.
behind Okami, like the actual Japanese lore. How the sword fell off. What was it? It fell from the sky. I think it was a sword, a shield, and I think a mirror. I forgot. I don't know if I'm. Yeah, but there's a lot of places that have that story. Remakes. But yeah, the Japanese have one similar to with Okami, that the sword fell from the sky and shit. Yeah, and blah blah blah.
Have you played this?
This one right here, what is it? The Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
There's a demo on Steam. I never got around to touching it. I actually should do that.
Is this for the Coomers? Is this what you're telling me? For the Gooners?
Which
No,
is
it
available
seems
now.
like a very PS2 game, PS2-like game.
Band
Oh, this look fire.
villagers to protect the maiden from
Yeah,
the fearsome sea.
we showed the
in a
trailer
unique
a
blend of
couple
action and
months ago.
strategy gameplay.
Oh, I totally forgot about this.
The free demo allows you to play the opening stages. We invite you to try it out. And
Yeah, I just wanna
now,
try that game.
Okami HD and Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess are available in the Okami plus Kunitsugami bundle, where you can experience both Japanese-inspired worlds.
Is that on sale right now? Is it doing a sale?
Check out these other
Possibly.
Capcom titles available now. Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered is out now.
Which I
Dead
heard
Rising.
a lot
Survive
of
for
people
72
weren't
hours
happy with
against
this
hordes of zombies,
remake.
using
Don't tell me
anything
that.
and everything as a weapon.
Some people weren't happy.
Now with full voice acting
I don't
and
know.
better graphics, this classic is reanimated and better than ever. Try out the early
I
sections
think
of the game
Crow
for free.
B-Cat
Demo
has a
available
video
now.
doing like the breakdown of like the old Dead Rising and this one, and yeah, it's really disappointing. I'll link it for you another day. We don't have to talk about it now.
But
Yeah.
that Kunitsugami thing is on sale right now. Ends February 10th. The bundle is $44.99 for both games, and for just Kunitsugami, it's $10 off, so $39.99 right now.
Damn.
I'm gonna install that demo after this. Try it out.
The survival horror
All right.
masterpiece, lauded as the best remake in gaming, Resident Evil 2, is out
Is
now
it the
on
best
iPhone,
remake?
iPad,
So apparently, Resident Evil 3 Remake is the best-selling one out of the 3.
Wait, are you serious?
And I assume that's because they try to recoup their bad sales numbers with a bunch of bundles and sales. Because I think the sale for Resident Evil 3 was a lot steeper than it was for 2. I could be wrong. But you know how Capcom likes to do their sales for their games. They like to do it
that's
very steep when it's not doing well. We saw that with Street Fighter V a lot.
Yeah, they started releasing bundles and everything else, and I know. And slashing the prices and stuff.
Are you gonna play this on your iPad?
And Max.
Oh, sorry, your iPhone?
It's crazy that I can play this on the iPhone.
Playable
Not my iPhone, though. I can't play it on this iPhone.
Pro chip or later,
A17 chip.
as well as iPads and Macs with the M1 chip or later.
Wow.
Yeah, you need an iPhone 14 or higher.
Investigations collection is here.
Hilarious. Should set your thing on
From
fire,
the
probably.
court-battling Ace Attorney series, play as genius prosecutor Miles Edgeworth in the full HD
Miles
remaster
Edgeworth,
of the
I'm
2
edging,
Ace Attorney
bros.
investigation games.
How did I solve this
Try the
crime?
first
I
episode of
edged
each
for
game
9
for
hours
free
while
in
looking over the
demo,
clues.
Available now.
And I accidentally soiled some of them.
The latest entry in Capcom's Samurai Epic.
Ah, yes. This is the more intelligent game right here. This is what I want to see. Yes. Well, they're just showcasing the trailer again. That's it. There's nothing new.
Crows laughing in the back. Are you not gonna
God, I
scream
can't
about the
believe-
souls this time? You screamed about the
Nigga, shut
souls
your
last
mouth.
time.
I can't believe that they brought Samanosuke back. That's it. They brought him back. They brought back Samanosuke.
I like that visual.
Now, where's Gene Reno? Are they gonna
Instead
bring
of-
back Gene Reno?
Instead of Gene Reno, we'll get Jean-Claude Van Damme.
We'll get Jean-Claude Van Damme. They need to just bring back Gene Reno. Let's bring him back.
That man is like 86.
Oh, what?
We're gonna de-age him.
Yeah, you can just use the voice, de-age him. It'll be fine.
What if he's Bruce Willising right now and he can't talk?
Oh, good lord. Oh,
God
I'm
forbid.
getting less human by the
thank God forbid.
Getting less human by the minute.
Yes, human vital. Who do you think is that?
Fucking you.
Which actor you think that is?
Some guy from
Hello, everybody.
Lord of the
My
Rings.
name is Karawaki, and I'm producer on Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Thank you for tuning in.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause and Google his name.
Akihiro Karawaki.
Akihito Kadawaki.
This title is the newest entry in Capcom's sword fighting action game series, Onimusha. To add some detail to what we showed in the video, in this
40th
game,
anniversary Capcom staff. He put that shirt on. So
we are taking Onimusha's
Wow.
signature sword fighting action and dark fantasy elements, and using Capcom's latest technology to make this new game as captivating as possible. We're focusing
All right. Marketing King of Fighters 94 in 2004. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds design team, production team. As
He was on the design team? Hold up, take us. He was on
Just
the
as-
design team of the first one?
just as planning. Yeah.
Oh, just his plan? That's still a big deal because
Design
the reason why I'm
planning.
saying.
This guy,
because
he's more of
you
a
gotta-
producer guy. This guy.
No, I know, but the reason why I'm pointing it out is because you got to remember around that time period they were fighting with Marvel in terms of what characters they wanted to use and like the licensing and all that shit. So he was probably part of those discussions.
So
So that's why I'm pointing it out.
as a producer, he has been on Marvel's Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, Monster Hunter Generations, Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2, and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
They had him doing the moneymakers.
It says well, on his shirt it says it's his 40th anniversary as on Capcom. He might have been one of those unnamed guys for a long time.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like the Code Monkeys from back in the
compelling
days.
characters, including a new protagonist and enemies
What's his name again so I can look it up?
more than just
Akihito Kadawaki. Type
the
it in the
setting
private
of
chat,
Kyoto,
the secret
a
Discord.
location brimming with historic spots with
No, I got it.
mysterious,
Kadawaki.
unsettling backstories. And lastly,
So, compelling characters, new protagonist. Setting is Kyoto. brimming with historic spots. You think it'll be more historically accurate than Ass Creed Shadows?
Bro, do you know? Capcom does not play well Onimusha. Yeah, it's loosely like based like on the Nobunaga period. Like he's already dead, and they brought him back to life and shit. Jubei Yagi was an actual person, so like there is some historical context with the Onimusha games,
Mm-hmm.
but like yeah, a lot of it is exaggerations. Like we have to keep that in mind. It's a cartoon, Let's keep that in mind. Like, but in terms of like the historical accuracy, they're gonna try their best to at least keep it. How can I say? Try to keep the integrity intact. You feel me? It's not like what Ubisoft is doing with Assassin's Creed, where it's almost comical what they just. I don't. Have you seen that tweet of Yusuke the samurai, and like they're having like this holy Japanese ceremony, and like he just pulls his throat out and he's like literally massacring all these people, and they thought it was a good idea to send out this tweet.
Which, oh yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about? We don't have to discuss that one. Yeah, the fact that they even thought that was a good idea is just what the fuck, man. I don't know.
This guy goes by the name Nihei, and on this website I pulled him up as being a special thanks to Bomberman Land on the PSP, Alien Crush Returns on the Wii, Onslaught on the Wii, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City in 2012, Resident Evil 7 as a game designer. So the other ones were producer and assistant director. And then on Exoprimal, he was a lead enemy designer. And so now he is the director of Onimusha.
Oh, wow.
Nihei, thank you for your time.
Oh, Satoru. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong guy. I wish I would have waited 5 seconds to get the actual guy.
Satoru Nihei. No, it's fine. No, this is the best part.
Why is there another Nihei? Who has a bunch of Capcom games in his portfolio as well. I just assumed, I saw the fucking things. Okay, so this is another Nihei. He's got 3 credits here on this website. Sound production teams for Virtua Pro Football in 2006. Planners of Okamiden in 2010 in the DS, and that seems to be a Okami spin-off game.
Okay, that's accurate.
And he's also on Exoprimal as a player designer. Okay, so now he's a director.
So he's originally from Sega, and then he went to Capcom. That's interesting.
In the Edo period of historic Japan.
Yeah.
You'll explore historic locations around Kyoto, such as Kiyomizu-dera Temple, in a heroic tale of a soul samurai fighting against hordes of twisted creatures known as Genma.
Yep.
The protagonist, due to a twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni gauntlet.
I find it racist that the protagonist is not a black man.
Now in Onimusha,
Shut your
it's
mouth.
about mowing down the monstrosities
The game
roaming
is
the
not
world
called
of the living
Shadows.
and feeding their souls to the
Shut the
gauntlet.
fuck up. I'm trying to listen to him. I'm trying to see if this is an actual remake.
World of the living and feeding their souls to the gauntlet. Through gritty, bloody-soaked brawls, he searches for his reason to fight. What fate awaits at the end of his path?
Because I'm trying to. Are they continuing the story from part 3?
Historical figures.
Well, this is a new protagonist, so it's somebody else, but I don't know how it ties.
No, it's Samanosuke. It's still Samanosuke.
It said it's a new protagonist.
No, it's Samanosuke, they said.
Okay.
Go back. Where did it say it's a new protagonist? A new protagonist.
A new protagonist. So maybe there's more protagonists. So maybe there's a black guy.
Shut your mouth. So, because what they're showing in the trailer is Samanosuke. He is the original main character of the Onimusha series. So, is Jubei Yagyu gonna make an appearance finally? Because they always want, but that's 2 different timelines apparently.
Now, I would like to introduce the director of this title. Your time. Game in the Edo, against to a twist of he sets about mowing down Genma. The protagonist, due to a twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni gauntlet.
How do we know it's
just like
Samanosuke? Did he say it? That is Samanosuke?
Yeah, because Because Samanosuke had a fucking Oni gauntlet. That's why they all get Oni gauntlets. All of them.
So it doesn't
They-
mean
but
that
I
it's
guess-
him.
I don't know, but continue.
Now in Onimusha, he sets about mowing down the monstrosities roaming the world of the living and feeding their souls to the gauntlet. Through gritty, bloody-soaked brawls, he searches for his reason to fight. What fate awaits at the end of his path?
Not very compelling, if I'm being honest.
Adding our own touches to real-life historical figures, you will meet a cast of unique characters. And in addition to sword battles, drama will unfold in a beautifully eerie depiction of Kyoto. Now, to talk about the action of the game.
Here we go.
With sword-to-sword combat, we put particular emphasis on the satisfaction of slicing through enemies. As you
Which was always the thing.
Released, there's also
'Cause you can
plenty
parry
of soul-sucking action
and then get instant
with the
kills.
Oni Gauntlet. By absorbing souls, you can restore your health as well as use special moves.
Is that how that works in the original games?
Yeah. It was always like that. They always give you
Deciding how to
certain
absorb the
health
souls
or
of your
mana.
enemy in the heat of an intense battle will be the key to victory.
So you have to choose how
We're
you
not
absorb the
trying to
souls?
make an impossibly difficult game. Instead,
Yeah.
we want to make a game where fans of action can experience thrilling sword fights and taste satisfaction from slaying their enemies.
Sounds like they're saying it's casualized. That's what I take from that. That little hint.
No,
This is what they
that's
do.
not a problem. That's not a problem. There was a normal mode, a hard mode, and I think an easy mode for one of the Onimushas. I forgot which one it
We
is.
sincerely hope you look forward to what we are creating.
But what if you turn on hard mode?
The
and
footage
it's
we showed earlier.
All it really is that it does a lot of damage. Like you'll start to get one hit kill at one point. Like you got to be really careful. You got to actually parry and shit.
And of the trailer.
That's when you have to learn how to play the game. Like the game is actually fun. I had a lot of fun memories of that. Learning how to actually parry, and then get the kills, and then when you get the power ups, and all the other weapons, like yeah, it's basically Resident Evil with swords. That's it. Resident Evil with samurais. They can't fuck this up. It's just Resident Evil with samurais. Like that whole tank control. That's
If
what
that
gave it
is-
that charm.
If that is true, this could be one of their best-selling games. Because
Onimusha
they make a lot of money on Resident Evil.
Onimusha was always Resident Evil with samurais. That's it. That's literally it.
Available right now on the game's official website. So we hope
That's what I'm
you
saying.
give
They're
it a
putting a
watch.
lot of care into this product. They are.
For some regions,
they
gameplay
just want to make
was recorded
they
with
want to make sure that the
dismemberment
Americans are on board with this game. Like Japan's on board. Like don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure they had a Japanese presentation, that we didn't get to see. Like this is for us. They trying to make sure this is the lore, this is what it is, and then obviously you have certain people who are older, a part of like certain magazine publications where they're talking about the older Onimushi games now, because they're all doing their peace stories.
2026.
Yep, 2026, 1 year away.
Capcom likes to release their big games in this time frame, right? Like March, like February to March. So we could see it in February to March.
Like, this game's gonna be a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're really gonna push this one
The
aggressively.
last
I already
piece of
know that.
information from me. We have prepared one more video for you all.
One more video.
Please take a look. Thank you so much for supporting Onimusha.
Nah, man, I loved it.
Thank
It's the
you.
greatest. Oh, look at you, Yagyu. Oh shit. Yeah, look at Nobunaga. He fucking everything up. Nah, this was a good one. This was my favorite one. Part 2 was my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie.
My name is
Yeah, just Slop.
Golden Dantis, the great
my God.
swordsman of all demons.
Yo, the fact that they brought
Remastered
him back is
version.
that's fire. That's
Did
cool.
they remaster the other ones?
Yeah, it's on Switch, PS4, PS5 of them, right? Yeah, the first one. Yeah, I think it's on Steam also, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's a Steam.
Capcom digital sale is on now. Check out games related to
Oh
the
man, they
titles
brought that dude
introduced in
back.
this
That dude was
showcase.
hilarious, man.
Also, don't forget to check these hit titles from last year.
I'm the greatest demon swordsman. He would just always do like the weird sword attacks and shit. He would do like the spin
Is he a
move.
secret boss or something?
Nah, he's like Nobunaga's right hand man.
Oh, Onimusha Warlords is $10.
Yeah.
The first game.
That wraps up our Capcom Spotlight. Thank you for watching.
Very positive.
Up next is the Monster
on sale
Hunter
right now.
Wild Showcase.
50% off.
Stay tuned for the latest info on this upcoming title. Please enjoy, and until next time.
Oh boy, time for me to get really mad.
Why?
Time for me to rant like a lunatic.
Okay. All right, I'll let you speak. I'll give you the floor. I'm gonna mute myself so you can rant.
You don't gotta mute yourself. You can interrupt me. I don't mind you.
No, I'll let you speak. You're a little.
Don't cut me off, I guess. I don't like describing something. Oh boy. You're gonna hear me rant like a lunatic, like a rabid dog.
So why do you hate this game so much?
Like I said earlier, this company is doing very McDonald's-like things.
It's just
Dude,
Monster Hunter, that's it.
is that 30 FPS?
Oh my god, don't you start with that shit.
What's funny is that that's what people are mad about the most when they see this game. It's like the performance, and it's like I don't give a about the performance. All I care about is the gameplay. I give a shit if it runs like ass. Can't even have a conversation about this game. It runs bad.
I stopped playing Monster Hunter after World.
Hello
That
to
was
everyone looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds.
I'm
I
not.
think the best one is on the 3DS.
Tsujimoto.
I truly believe that.
Time for the game's worldwide release this month on February 28th.
The best Monster Hunter
With
game is
that,
Monster Hunter 2.
please take a look
Best
at our
multiplayer
new
Monster
trailer.
Hunter game is gonna be
Enjoy.
probably Generations Ultimate.
Oh, you mean Double X?
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's the best
Why
one.
is it glowing?
No clue, but I noticed it when setting up camp.
Thanks NPCs giving me my story mode.
Oh my god, stop
Need my story
complaining.
mode.
Can I watch the
Need
trailer?
my
Can I watch the
cinematic.
trailer?
Need my
Can I watch the trailer,
conversation.
please? Jesus Christ.
That looks like a monster. More Resident Evil monsters from my Resident Evil game.
Shut your mouth.
These look like demons from Onimusha. Oh look, it's the snow map.
Straight on to the end.
I need more aliens to fight in my Monster Hunter game. Nerscylla!
They brought him back.
Why couldn't Nerscylla be in Rise? Why's it gotta be in this shit game? Interactables. I mean, it's nice that they put Nerscylla in a game with Gypceros. I feel like they missed that in one of the games. It's like Nerscylla was there and Gypceros wasn't. I think it might have been GU. I could be wrong. I might be wrong about that.
What, Generations Ultimate?
Because Gypceros, the lore is that if you see him on the ground, he's struggling. The lore is that the Nerscylla uses the carcass of the Gypceros to produce its rubbery hide that it protects itself with.
Oh.
Kind of feeds on them.
But the fact that we're finally seeing him. Okay.
Mixing them together,
Yeah,
and
that's
a
what-
little interaction there where she's eating him.
Yeah, we had a random conversation about Monster Hunter lore. I'm not too sure when it was. It was probably a past. No, it wasn't a past episode. This was private.
I think it was off there.
And yeah, it was off the air. And I was mentioning to you like some of the lore of the monsters and like how they became to be. And like you think they'll eventually like expand on that in like the newer games since you mentioned that and they showed it in the trailer.
Expand upon it? Probably now they probably do little things like that, like little interactions. Maybe people will pick up on it. Maybe I'll miss a lot of it because I don't know a lot of the lore. I just play the games for the enjoyment of playing. But it's nice knowing those little things, you know. They used to have those old ecology videos where you could watch the monsters eating and stuff. And like that was the opening scene to Monster Hunter 1, which was why it was so engaging from almost like a Jurassic Park kind of perspective, where they showcase.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Like the monsters, like eating, like the whole eating cycle. What do you call it? Like the little raptors would chase around the fat dinosaurs, and then the Rathalos would come down, and he was the king, so he'd get the pecking order. He would choose. He would take
the food chain in general.
Yeah, the food chain. He would steal the food from the little raptors, and the little raptors would get mad.
Yeah,
then you see the hunters fighting the Rathalos. It's like the whole chain in that one video. The intro.
This unique perspective.
I don't think that's gonna go too deep into it.
But that would be cool.
Especially when they have all these fucking clown alien monsters. They don't even know what the fuck the lore is or what their intention is.
What do you think it is?
They've gone in some weird anime fucking directions in some of this shit. It's like not interesting.
You would think this is like a bio-boosted armor Guyver monster, like.
It's basically a redesigned Frontier monster. One of the monsters for Frontier has some things that like this, like whips on his wings. It's basically
Yeah, it's just like those Zoolord monsters, or like the even the monsters from Dead Man, or even Devil Man. You know.
We will find his people.
It's interesting as a concept.
I came through
some of the designs just don't
Keeper's
look
Village should be right through there.
They don't look like animals. Less animal-like and very.
Is that monster absorbing its energy?
Shut up! Who cares? Absorbing its energy. See, that's when the lore is not fun. When it's shoved down your throat like that. It's absorbing his energy. It's nice when you find the lore, that you read something, or you went out of your way to get the lore. You know, that's when it's nice.
Now you sound like a hater.
That's why people enjoy Demon Souls and Dark Souls so much, because they have to like, they are rewarded with lore for doing things. They go out of their way, like finding NPCs and finding descriptions on items. You're rewarded for the lore. When the lore is shoved down your throat, I don't really care. Fuck off.
No, I get that, but I'll say this. I think it's because, let's be honest now, they're trying to aim for a different demographic, you know, the younger crowd. They're really trying to get them to play with this game.
Whoever's going to buy the Happy Meal, eat their nuggets.
Yeah, like that. That's perfectly fine, you know, and, you know, you're entitled to yours. It's not an issue. But like, this is the reality of what Capcom's direction right now. And you see it even in Street Fighter 6.
Here's what bothers me, right? They release Monster Hunter World.
I just wish the art direction was stronger. That's it. I'll admit that for both games. I just wish the art direction was stronger.
They release Monster Hunter World, and they're like, clearly the game when you play it, it's an easier game than the older games, right? It's obvious, and it's obvious that was their intention to make it easy, right? And then some years pass by, and they release Rise. And they're like, okay, we want to release Rise, and then we want to make sure it's for audience that's not familiar with Monster Hunter games and it can enjoy an easier hunt. And it's like, okay, wasn't that what you wanted with World? Can't we like split it up a little bit? So this one is for more hardcore players, and the other one is more for casual players, and we'll kind of split it up that way? No. Every game they announce it like, this is the easy Monster Hunter if you want to have an easy time. They want to abandon that hardcore persona of the titles completely. I don't know why, because Elden Ring does perfectly fine pretending that it's a hardcore game. I don't know why Monster Hunter can't pretend they're a hardcore game and still make their sales.
Thought that was, sorry to cut you off, but I thought that was the purpose of the Switch games. Like with what they did with Rise.
I mean, that's fine, but I prefer if one of them was more geared towards not being easier, at least at the end of the game. You know, I don't give a fuck if the campaign and shit is easy. That's what most players are going to play anyway. And that's always been the case, that the campaigns have been relatively easy, you know?
What about Iceborne? Was Iceborne considered hardcore or pacified?
So maybe like the last couple, like 5 hunts maybe. But like at that point, the DLC comes out so slow where you're like over geared for when it releases. So you have like your perfect slots on everything and your perfect upgrade. And it's like, okay, the DLC is out now. You're gonna fight the new final boss. And I think only like 1 or 2 of those hunts actually gave like actual players any trouble, and it gave like a majority of like casual players a lot of trouble because they weren't really grinding the game like that, and they still weren't good at the fundamental concepts of the game because they had just been mashing through the whole campaign and the whole late end game because it's also easy as, you know, whatever. I just want one of these Monster Hunter games to be hard at the end. At the end of the game, I want it to be gruelingly difficult and engaging. And it's just not the case with these fucking games. They just inflate the monster HP and say, now this hunt's gonna take twice as long because he has a lot of HP and he hits harder. It's like, wow, that's not interesting at all, thank you. And then all the skills you get on your character is like all damage-related skills. There's hardly any skills that like change how you play the game, how you interact with the game, how you can interact with them. None of that. It's just all it's all numbers. It's fucking boring.
I mean, like, that's fucked up, man, because I had fun with Rise, but I just, like I said, I like the older ones. I understand your feeling. I understand.
In a new
Ice Shard Cliffs,
known as the Ice Shard Cliffs, you can find a new monster, Hirabami, as well as
Do you like this monster?
monsters from
So what, I want to ask you this. What planet do you think Hirabami is from? Jupiter?
What planet it's from?
Yeah. What planet does this monster reside from? And it traveled to Earth somehow.
Is this supposed to be like what's the name of that bug and of that fish? I already forgot the name of that bug.
There's a monster in Monster Hunter. You want to know what that monster is? It's a crab with a big shell on its back.
Oh my god. Oh, the silverfishes. What
You
if it's
cannot go wrong with crab. Crab is good. Crab is very grounded in reality. Alien from Jupiter is not grounded in reality. This is very much an alien, and it looks fucking retarded. I have no empathy towards this thing. If I kill it, I won't feel bad. And maybe that's the intention. They want them to be more grotesque, so we have no like empathy when we like interact with these things and never feel bad for them when they die. Just like soulless, just murder the demon thing.
No, well, what if it's a demon silverfish? Look up silverfish. What if it's that? You know what a silverfish is, right? You ever seen that bug
Silverfishes
before?
float in the air.
Maybe they gave it that ability. They was like, how can we make the silverfish cool?
This looks like a ground-based. This looks like a ground-based enemy.
Maybe they was just like, nah, let's make it float.
Sorry for all the viewers who are disgusted by this, by the way. You know, I saw one in my apartment once, and I was freaked out. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Because I've never seen one before in my life. I had to look it up. I was like, "What is that?" Weird gray bug in my closet.
Oh shit!
You ever seen those in New York?
What if it's? Yeah, I've seen those. Like
Crazy,
basements and
dude.
shit.
Crazy. I was like, "Where did you come from?" Astounded, you know. And when I killed it, it like puffed into powder. Just disappeared. Crab, dragon, bird. What happened? What's the problem? Bear. When I look at this, I don't think of any animal. I don't look. What is this? This is from Jupiter,
it's a
dude.
demon silverfish? I said it, bro. What if it's a demon silverfish? That's it. A giant demon silverfish. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's cool looking.
I have no love for that thing.
I think it's pretty neat. You know, what's that Marge mean?
See, look, spider. Spider is cool. You know what they did with the spider? They gave the spider a weird shroud made out of rubber skin. And they gave it a cool lore and interaction with the fucking Gypseros. And when you go to its nest, and you look up in the nest, what do you see? A bunch of hanging Gypseroses, corpses, just laying around because they've been feeding on
Oh,
them.
no, that's pretty hardcore. I like that. That's pretty hardcore. I like that. I like the Nursilla
It's
lore.
all
That's
in one
pretty cool.
package from the Nursilla. It's all in one. All this lore and
Nursilla,
interesting.
Gorimagala.
But this thing, it's got buddies, and it flies around with its buddies, and it's a demon. Got my demon buddies. I'm not even gonna look
In
for
a
it.
new frosty region known as
I like it.
Ice Shard Cliffs, you can find a new monster,
I like it.
Hirabami,
I'm just gonna
as
say.
well as the familiar monsters from past titles, Nursilla and Gorimagala.
Gorimagala.
We've introduced many other monsters
Gore
in previous
Bend
trailers,
for my old
but we
school
still have more
translator
surprises
bros.
to come. So,
Gore
look
Bend.
forward.
Always. That's the one that gets the demon horns, right? When it powers up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that monster. I like fighting that one. That was a
We
fun
have
fight.
one more
He's a cool
announcement for everyone. The dates were already announced previously, but as you can see, we're holding a second open beta test.
Open beta again?
We have some new
Oh my
features to
god.
share. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Did you play the beta?
I did, and it sucked ass. And all anyone could complain about was the fucking performance. And I'm like, shut up, who cares? This game is ass. It plays like
In the
ass.
second open beta test, you will be able to challenge the new flagship monster, Arkveld.
Arkveld.
The open world is particularly bad too for this one.
Arkveld.
You will also have
Arkveld.
access to
Ruler
Notice
of the
so
Sky.
many
in the base
monsters
camp.
like bugging out like constantly. The worst shit ever.
Some online features will be available as well, including private
Online
lobbies and
player.
online single-player mode.
Private
What
lobby.
about offline
Private
mode?
lobbies
Is that
won't
possible?
appear in searches, making them perfect
No?
for small groups of
I
friends.
gotta be
Wait, go
online.
back. Actually, go back. You pointed that out. Yes, you did point that out. Go back again. That's it. They have recommended lobby.
Well, it's expected for the
Lobby
beta
search.
to be online only. I expect that. That's
all
fine.
right. All right. You mean that's a good point.
But when the full
Alright, go.
game releases, are you going to be able to play offline?
And online
You should.
single-player
You
mode.
should be able to. I don't think it will be an issue.
Private lobbies won't
Say that
appear
now.
in searches, making them
Oh
perfect
my
for
god!
small
Come on, don't
groups
you
of
start with your
friends.
fucking shit, bro.
Everybody wants their games as a service.
Online single-player
Log
is a
in,
mode
get
for
your battle
those who want
pass.
to play without joining a lobby.
If you're offline, we can't sell
You
you
won't be able
battle
to
pass,
see other players in base camp.
and we can't have other players walking around you with their shiny armor on, lagging your game and showing you off their rainbow skin colors.
I can care less, bro.
But by using an
Just like Rainbow Six, you gotta watch some guy run around as a teddy bear.
SOS flare, you can
That was a
temporarily
fun mode,
switch to
shut up.
multiplayer.
It was a fun mode.
As a
admit it.
mode, fine, but as a skin,
It was
you
fun.
can play in every
Open
other
beta
mode.
test, character creation, a story trial,
Kinda
and the
ruins the game.
Doshaguma hunt are included.
I had a match. This is a weird side thing. I had a match of Dota one time, and for like 10 minutes, I thought there was a Kanka in my lane. And after 10 minutes, the Kanka was 2 Kankas, and he threw a net at me. And I was like, "Oh shit, that's not Kanka, that's fucking Meepo."
Dead air. A lot of dead air.
Are you here?
Dead
Can you not
air,
hear me?
guys.
Can you not hear
A
me?
lot of dead air.
Hello? Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear him, but he's talking about Dota. A lot of dead air.
That's not dead air. That's me talking. You fuck. But he was wearing some weird cosmetic skin that made him look like Kanka, and I was like, "What the fuck?" That was a weird side complaint, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like seeing people's weird costumes a lot of times. People complain
No,
about
dead air.
Street Fighter V with Gil with his Pyron costume and Blanca with his weird Blanca shit.
I actually like that costume.
But this
The Pyron
time,
costume
there
was
are
really
additional
cool.
People
Gypseros
liked it, but
and
people say it was
Arkveld
hard to
hunts.
fight against because it's hard to see what the fuck he's doing.
Cross-platform multiplayer is also available.
That means by that logic, if they were to release
You can
Pylon as a
even transfer your
character,
character
he
data
should
from
be
the past
difficult to
Beta
fight.
test save data.
I mean Pyron, not Pylon.
Your character data will
Pyron
transfer to the
Kinesis.
full game, but please be aware that your game progression will not.
That's always such a
Players who
dumb.
take on
I don't
the
even
open
know where
beta
people get this shit from.
Transfer to the full game, but please be aware that your game progression.
When has it ever been a thing that your game progression carries on from a beta you played? Is that normal? Is that a thing that happens in other games?
Maybe for I don't know. Actually, no.
I see people
You're
bring
being-
that shit up all the time, and I'm like, who's asking for this? Are you retarded?
I think you would be more knowledgeable than me about it. You know,
I have never heard of that, where you play a beta and it's like, okay, your progress carries over. For at least like a story-based kind of thing? Like, no, bro. What? What are you talking about?
It will not.
I don't know.
Am I crazy?
Did they do that for Diablo?
Players who take on the open beta test
For like
will
for games that are like in beta and like
Yeah,
They
but
just
that's what I'm
turn-
asking. Did they
they
do
just-
that for? Did they do that for like Diablo or like the Dragon Ages or any of those like RPGs? You know,
for some, I guess like what's it called? MMO type games. I guess some of that sometimes might happen. It's like a rare thing. It's not like a norm.
get a pendant as a bonus
Normally,
to decorate
when
their
games
weapon
launch, they
or
reset
sacred,
everything.
and an item
Even if they
pack
could
in the full
carry
game.
it over.
okay.
These are the dates for the second open beta test. Check the
But I
official
see people
website
ask that
for more
question
information.
online. I see them asking it. Is my stuff going to carry over when the game launches? Like, what? No, shut up.
In addition to Gypsyros, introduced
Like,
in
retarded?
January, a quest for Arkvel,
short bus
the
to
monster
school?
that appears on the key art of the game, will also be available. The content will be
Monster
the
Hunter
same for
short
both
bus.
dates listed, so you can participate during whichever time is convenient for you. The Arkveld hunt
Never
in the
is
open
convenient
beta
for me.
test will be a special advanced quest. This is a rather dangerous quest, so we encourage hunters who are confident in their skills to take it on. Your feedback is important to us.
They did that last time with the Magnamalo for the Switch version. Where they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the really hard hunt. And it's like, oh man, you fight him, and it's like, oh man, that guy is hard. And they trick you into thinking it's hard when you play the game, but at the point that he's at in the game, you have better gear. So like in the demo specifically, your gear is shittier compared to what fighting him at that state is.
It's supposed to create some type of excitement, maybe. You know,
It's fake excitement. It's like, here you go.
and then you get disappointed when you finally fight him.
You
No,
fight the
I
real one, it's
understand.
like he doesn't hit as hard and he died like 3
Aw.
times faster. It's like, oh, okay.
Like, what the fuck, man?
And we on the development team take it into consideration. We are working hard to improve various game elements.
I'd
and
prefer if
make
they made a
balance
Monster Hunter
adjustments
game where you
for
don't
the
get
final
stat
release.
upgrades.
Please be aware that these adjustments
what is the
won't be
intended range
reflected
for
in the
this
second
guy's
open beta
fireball
test,
to
but
be?
they will be in the full
10% of my
game.
health, 15% of my health, 5% of my health, 20% of my health.
Check the official website and social media for details on improvements for the final release.
Monster Hunter Wilds also offers various cosmetic elements to add more flair to your
Oh
hunts.
yeah. Go in my DLC shop and buy my
Layered
slop
armor
items.
for your hunter and palico will
Oh
be
my
registered
God.
whenever you craft high-rank equipment, allowing you to customize your appearance without changing your armor's stats.
But I thought the
As
idea
you
was to
progress
gain
through-
armor that changed your stats.
Yeah,
and they
they
had like cool costumes. I thought that was the point.
Yeah, but then people start wearing clown sets to get the min-maxing, and then you look silly. So they're like, well, I don't want to look silly, so this is their fix to that. It's just a long line of shit that's happened over the course of many years that they never seem to figure out how to deal with correctly.
Through the story, you'll also be
I
able to change your
guess.
sacred's color and decorations.
Instead of this armor, you have 2 armors. My armor for my armor.
Yeah, it's
can
like you're
even
wearing 2 different
customize your
armors. Like,
pop-up
what's the
camps,
point of that? I
such
don't
as
know.
your tent's
I don't know.
appearance.
All you need to
Strange
know is
design
that
choice.
people like it. Oh look, you can customize your
Camping chairs
tent.
and
Who
other
cares?
features.
Wow, that thing I'll see like
And
10
even
seconds,
the
not
background
even.
music for the area.
Oh shit, he just killed himself. You see that? Animators, what are you doing?
And
I gotta freeze from it. Oh. Oh, I thought the knife
the
went in his head.
background
Never.
music for the area.
My bad, I thought the knife went through his face.
No, I did too. I was why I looked at it. It was just the angle. Yeah, you're just angry for no reason. Everything's
Fuck
fine.
this game!
In past games,
Jesus
hunters
Christ, look at
used
this
what was
fucking guy.
called a guild card to introduce themselves to others.
It's my
But in
guild
this
card.
game, we've introduced
My
the
guild
hunter
card.
profile, which has more features than
This looks fine though. This looks cool.
You know,
Looks
they
fun.
should really make these easier to access. Like you walk over to some guy, you press one button and it shows up, or even like not press a button at all and it comes up on your screen while you walk past them. That'd be cool. But I have a feeling they're gonna lock this shit behind 4 menus like they usually do.
Looks
customize
fine.
it to your liking
Looks perfectly fine.
and really
Yeah,
show
it's fine.
off your
but I'd like
personality.
to be able to pull people's cards up faster.
In photo mode, you can change the camera view and
Wow, photo mode. Who cares?
in perfect shot.
You really hate this, don't
Pre-ordering
you?
the game will give you the Hunter Layered Armor Guild Night Set and the Talisman Hope Charm exclusive
Dude!
bonuses.
Wow! Dudes!
Players with saved data from Monster
kinda like
Hunter
it.
World and
Dudes,
Iceborne will
wow.
receive Palico equipment and a nameplate for their Hunter
Maximilian's
profile.
audience is just jerking themselves off watching this.
Oh my god.
For those who
can't believe
register
me and
and
Max
link their
will hunt the
Capcom ID,
monsters.
there will be item packs available.
I got no
There
problem
will
with
also be
like
familiar gestures from the series.
new players enjoying the game, playing the game, having fun, killing shit. I got no problem with that. They have the capability to make, like I said, the end game difficult and engaging. And they've failed on that time after time after time.
Was the game really that bad?
Will include the full
Like
game with
Generations
extra
Ultimate was the
fashionable
was the
content.
last time it was actually like cool because you have those EX
Furthermore,
monsters,
the
and then you even
Premium
have the
Deluxe
EX
Edition will
Deviants.
also include 2 additional
Yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Real
as
end-game
post-launch
content.
updates.
Lately,
those
all they
EX
did,
were really
they
fun.
they
Yeah.
tint the skin on the monster. They tint him red. They put pimples all over his body. Little mini games for you to pop the pimples, and then they inflate the monster stats. And they're like, here you go. And they inflate your stats too. So it's like, okay, got my dual swords doing like 500 element damage. Okay, cool.
Jesus. Wow. The deluxe pack.
Players that purchase the Premium
Also, another
Deluxe
big
Edition will
pet
also
peeve of
receive
mine
the
is that it's been
background
12
music,
years,
Proof of a
and they
Hero
have not added a new weapon
2025
class
recording,
in 12 years. And this game will be out for
layered armor, and
4 or
items
5
for their
years.
hunter profile
So by the
as
time this
premium
game ends its
bonuses.
service, it'll
For
be
those who ordered the standard
what's
edition,
that? 16
you can
years
still
without a
purchase
new
the
weapon
deluxe
in this
pack
in
and
this
cosmetic
franchise.
DLC pack separately
Almost 2
after the
decades.
game's release.
That's like imagine Street Fighter without a new
The
character for like
cosmetic
2
DLC
decades.
packs
Wouldn't that be
are planned
nuts?
to go on sale in the spring or
It was like that at one point.
2025.
And
Please
like
look
I sound
forward
like
to
an
the
insane
details in
person
later
to like any new
updates.
player because it's like, what do you mean 14 is a lot? It's
Monster
like, yeah,
Hunter Wilds,
we've been playing this
available
game
worldwide
since
from
2006.
Friday, February 28th, 2025.
I mean,
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam.
I think the game is going to be fun.
You have said nothing this whole time. Just that's fine.
Starting
this
the
is
week
fine, that's
following
fine.
release, limited time event quests will be introduced.
Because I don't want to badmouth the fucking game. Like,
Fuck this
I'm
game. Who
over it.
cares?
Quests you can
You know, I'm over this shit.
gives a
alright? I'm
fuck?
over this fucking Monster Hunter shit. You know, I'll play it. Why not? I'll give it a chance. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Oh, look at Hammer Mode.
regarding these additional content.
That's the best one.
I'm sure on
That's the
the
best
on the
weapon, the
most
hammer.
base levels, the game will
Thank
be
you for
fine.
watching.
But no, that's actually what I wanted to ask you concerning the weapons. Are there any beta weapons that didn't get released that you would like to see get released, or maybe any other weapons that
Well,
they
there's-
alluded to?
There's the Excel axe in one of the phone games. Monster Hunter Excel axe, which is one a lot of people don't know because it was locked behind a phone game. But it was essentially an axe that has an engine attached to it, and so you would load it
Oh,
up
that's
with
fucking bugged out.
with energy, and you could like fly across, do like shoryukens and shit. It was like you remember what was that character's name from Battle Fantasia?
Oh, what was his name? Axel, I think.
Ooze.
Oh, Urs, that was the other one.
It's basically like this guy's thing. Bad quality, but you get the idea.
Dude, that's such a fucking cool character. I'm so angry that they never did part 2 of that game.
Battle
Like, they're
Fantasia 2
insane.
when? I will play Face and Freed and
Yeah,
Don
like,
Valve and Watson and...
Insane,
What's his name? Dark.
bro. That's such a
What's
good
the big guy's
game.
name? Dark something? I forget his name. And
Dark
O'Deal
Sea?
and... Oh man, there's so many good characters in this game.
Like, this
They're all
game is
good.
really, really the far
The
superior
little
Street
guy
Fighter.
dude. Sorry,
This was the
Guile.
far-
Little Guile.
The rabbit.
No, that's Watson. Watson!
Watson.
Monster Hunter Explore, Excel Axe. It's very small, if you can see it. You see it jumping
Oh
around.
shit.
Going crazy. You can see I've pulled up this video before. I don't know when. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Aerial dash slash.
Um,
What's another weapon that you will probably or a beta weapon or something?
so in Monster Hunter Frontier, they had the Magnet Spike,
The magnet spike?
which is like it's like a big two-handed weapon that slashes, and it transforms into like a great sword, or that's the great sword mode there. And also, what else does this do? I don't remember. It's really cool. Like you could use magnetic energy to like dash sideways and shit, and forward, and you could put like magnetic charge on the monster and shit.
Why don't you think they'll bring these weapons?
Magnet Spike, it would be really cool, but it's a little anime, so I don't know if they'll ever do it.
I mean, why do you think that they haven't chosen to bring these weapons over to the newer games? Sorry,
Dude,
oof.
for Monster
that
Hunter
sounds
World, for Monster Hunter World, it was fine because they were doing a lot of new models, and it was a whole new game and a whole new engine. It's like, okay, no new weapons, that's fine. You got a whole other shit to deal with. I get it, that's fine. I'm not gonna be mad. And then Monster Hunter Rise came out. It's like, okay, well, it sucks that we didn't get anything new, but maybe for the next big Monster Hunter game, they'll add like 2 new weapons or something, right? Because it's been a while. We've been waiting a long time, right? And then we get nothing.
Just tonfas?
These
I didn't
are
know
the
there was tonfas.
Yeah. So these are like they let you do like aerial combos and stuff on the monster and fly around and dash around in the air.
Shit.
It's pretty crazy. But like at the time, like this shit was like really anime and people rejected it because it was like so insane. But it's been
should
so
bring it
long
back.
now that people are just like, well, fuck it, man, just bring it back. Just give me something.
Yeah. No, I agree. I kind of like this.
I wish I could see a better video. Let me see. Some guy hunting a monster. It's probably better. You see, he's like staying in the air, building up his
Yeah.
gear. He's dodging shit.
That's mad hilarious. Yeah.
Let's see if I can put up a magnet spike one.
Magnet spikes.
You see how he's like moving around with it and stuff? It's like kind of what the magnet spike does. A lot of movement type of stuff.
But do you
Crazy.
think because
Yeah,
now
that's
in a game like in Monster Hunter World or like in Rise now that the movement has been changed in such a drastic manner
It doesn't-
that maybe these
dude,
these weapons would be obsolete? I'm just trying to understand what the
obsolete?
developers are thinking
I
and
don't
what
know.
the
It'd
planners
be-
are coming up with.
It'd be fun to have new toys to play with. You know, when Street Fighter releases Sagat, it's like, okay, here's Sagat. You could say he's kind of like Ryu, but he's kind of different too. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck it, man. Give me something.
Mm.
A lot of ideas
I
they
mean-
could use, but they choose to make more aliens and costumes. I don't know, man. I've lost faith in this team.
I'm sure I keep telling you, man, you're talking to a guy that used axe. I mean,
Yeah,
a hammer.
That's fine.
And Monster Hunter, right? I don't like none of the swords. I ain't like no. Give me a giant hammer so I could club the monster to death.
Well, any final thoughts to leave the audience with before we leave?
Capcom did a wonderful showcase. 2 out of 5.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Onimusha, new Okami game. I'm sure some people are excited for this Monster Hunter thing. Have fun with that. I'm not gonna be playing it.
Capcom Fighting Collection.
The My thing should be out soon, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Dozo.
Dead air! No, we got dead air. That's the real dead air there. Okay.
Alright. No. You talking about that Monster Hunter now, man. Oof.
Cringe, as the youths say.
I mean, I don't know what they're really doing with that game right now. It's become their online franchise. That's it. It's always been their online franchise. They're always gonna push it in that direction. They want it more accessible. They want everybody playing this. They want everybody playing it on their phone. You know, the PS. Like, don't be surprised if this version of this game comes out on a new iPhone. You know, or the latest iPhone that's out right now.
Switch to iPhone.
Switch to iPhone.
I mean, that is the RE engine, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if their new best-selling game of all time is going to be now Resident Evil 2 on the iPhone and Monster Hunter. What the fuck is it called? I forgot already. Wild's Cataclysm. This is the highest-selling game of all time. Spoilers: Wild Cataclysm DLC. I wonder if they're still doing the Dragon's Dogma DLC. I wonder if that's still coming, or if they're just completely abandoned that.
You're right. For everything that happened with that game, yeah.
Leaks, the leak list, ladies and gentlemen.
The leak list, yeah. There was a lot of things.
Are you gonna try mine? You're gonna log in and try mine?
Probably.
Tell me how that goes. I'm gonna try Kunitsugami. I'm gonna get the demo, and maybe when I get paid, maybe I'll buy Onimusha and see what that's like.
Alright.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for another special edition of TSB, which stands for Uninformed and Retarded, or Old and Jaded. Either one. I'll leave you with this.
You saw the picture, right, with the fake Jordans, right, Joshua?
Yes.
No.